Welcome tonight to our TMBT Media Las Vegas podcast. We're blessed tonight to have three of our TMBT pros. We have Kassim Green with us, who has been to Argentina twice. He's traveled down and back and down and back. He'll be going back in May to start up with his team. We also have Keith Jackson, who was a part of our first group. Keith Jackson is now playing in the Superliga in Sportivo America. And Keith Jackson had a game tonight where he had 15, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists, I think he said, 4 blocks. And we also have tonight one of our newest members who will be traveling tomorrow, April 16th, Tuesday. He leaves at 6 p.m. One of our newest TMBT pros, Kieston Stanfield. Guys, are you here with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. Glad to have you guys. Two of our guys, Kassim Green and Kieston Stanfield, are here in the United States. Keith Jackson is in Rosario, Argentina. Want to start off with you tonight, Keith. You just had a big game tonight, even though you guys had a tough loss. What recommendations do you have for a rookie, one of our TMBT pros like Kieston Stanfield, that's going down to Argentina for his first time? Kassim Green will be asking you the same question, but what advice do you guys have for him going down first time in a Spanish-speaking country? What do you guys have? Any recommendations? Any tricks to the trade? Anything that you would like to share with your TMT brother?
I guess something that I actually forgot to say earlier. First, enjoy it. Don't come down here like overthinking it or anything like that. Soak every part of the experience and the culture that you can, because it's a lot different than home, and it's going to be a culture shock. So with you being different and you being the American, you might be the only American on your team possibly, learning the language and just staying active and in the gym as much as possible is the best advice that I would give for a rookie. Because if you stay in the gym the most you can and you learn the language, it makes the game so much easier when you actually do get that chance to put the jersey on.
Right, exactly. Kassim Green, piggyback off of what Keith said. What advice would you give in your tour of duty in Argentina?
Like he said, soaking in all what's going on in the culture. Have fun. Every time I go down there, I enjoy myself. It's like I'm home. Every time I go down there. And the people is great.
Right.
They all show you love down there.
Well, that's true. But that's because you show them love, Kassim. You and Keith are well liked by our TMBT family, TMBT Argentina family. That's only because you guys took the time to show them love. And I'm a firm believer that when you show love, love is shown to you. So you guys have had time to spend with the youth in Club Espanol. You guys have had time to travel to Chile. And so I'm a firm believer that if you go down and you if you conduct yourself in a great manner and you're positive and you carry yourself with positive energy, then it will be reciprocated. But, of course, if you go down closed-minded, acting like a spoiled brat, then that energy is going to be reciprocated too. Kieston, tell our audience, tell our fans a little bit about yourself, how you came aboard our TMBT family. Talk a little bit about yourself, where you're from, where you played in high school. Just brag on yourself a little bit. I know you're a humble young man, but we want you to tell our audience as much about yourself as possible.
Okay, start off with my name is Kieston Stanfield. from Birmingham, Alabama, born and raised. My parents from Birmingham as well. I grew up in a part of Birmingham called Kieston. It's on the west side of Birmingham. And I went to high school at Jackson-Kassim High School. All 4 years of my high school career. I actually didn't play. I played a little bit my 9th grade year, but things happened where I didn't play, but I came back 10th grade year and had a great year playing on the varsity team. Up under some great guys and a great coach, Bobby Livingston. And my 11th and 12th grade year, I had 2 great years there. I averaged 20 and 10 both years, my 11th and 12th grade. And my coach put a lot of work in with me and things like that. After high school, I graduated and I went to Southwest Tennessee. It's in Memphis, the city of Memphis, in Tennessee. And I played there for a year. I came back. I had to sit out a year because of due to grades and the situation that happened with coach at the school. Our coach ended up getting fired and things like that. So it was just a lot going on. But I sat out a year, got my grades back up at Jackson State, and I ended up playing up under Coach Mike Smith. 2014-15 year. Came off the bench that year, but I still had a good year and things like that. I ended up going to college still after that year. I ended up signing signing a scholarship with Middle Georgia State University. It's an NAIA school league. The school is located in Carthage, Georgia. And I finished off my junior and senior year at Middle Georgia State University. It was the first year becoming a university. The first year I went up there. And first it was a junior college, and then it jumped straight. They were going to like that, and it jumped to a 4-year institution. That first year I went up there and had a great year. 16-17 year. Actually, 15-16 year was my first year. I had a great year. I averaged 20 and 10 at Middle Georgia State. And then my senior year, I averaged the same, 20 and 10. My senior year, and it was just a blessing. That first year, I was able to go to a championship, play Faulkner. Unfortunately, we lost, but it was a great run, and man, we went there with 8 players, and it was almost a Cinderella story, but we fell short. But like I said, I had a great 2 years there, and I was able to accomplish a lot of awards there. Some of those awards was I was a second team All-American in first year, NAIA, Middle Georgia State University. And the second year, I became first team All-American. Also, that first year, I was newcomer of the year. I had a couple of player of the weeks, a few of them actually. I made first team, like all conference that year too, both years. And I fell short. I didn't get the player of the year that year, but I got it my last year there. We fell short of the tournament too that year in the semifinals to get to the championship. But we had a good run there, and like I said, I was player of the year that year too as well. out of my conference, and a few years later, now I'm here. I came across Nathan Bill through a friend of mine, and got his contact, and ever since I've been talking to him, he's welcoming me in like a family, like a brother, things like that, and I really appreciate the opportunity. And like I said, ever since the first day, we just been on this journey now, and now I'm officially gonna go down to Argentina, which I'm actually looking forward to go, and I'm ready, and I appreciate everything that Nathan Bill has done for me, and just coming into my life, it's really been a blessing.
I appreciate that, Kieston. It's a blessing for me to have all our TMBT pros, but especially you three guys here on this phone. It's reciprocated, man. It's so hard to find positive young men to represent your company and your brand. It's tough. It is tough, man. Some of you guys, Keith and Kassim, went down with the first group this year, first group of 2019. So trust me, man. I hear you guys tell me all the time that you guys are happy to have me helping. But, man, I'm here to tell you that I'm happy to have you guys with me, understand my concept, understand how I see pro basketball, and how I think it should be played. Of course, everyone has a way that they think pro basketball should be played or basketball should be played. But Kassim Green, Keith Jackson, you guys know better than anyone. Pro basketball in Argentina is a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Kassim Green, talk to us a little bit, brother. You've been down twice. Keith Jackson is actually down there now playing. Had a game tonight. Your season will be starting in May. Talk to us a little bit, Kassim Green, about your Argentina experience and some advice that you would share with some of our guys that will be going down with the following groups, but some stuff that you would share with Kieston Stanfield, who leaves tomorrow, 6 o'clock, going down to Argentina. What piece of advice would you give to him as a elder statesman?
One thing about playing, they play hard. They might not be as talented as Americans, but they play hard and they in the gym. They doing all the little things. So you go down there thinking you're going to probably take over. They play as a team, and because when we went down there and we played them, Stanfield-Keith, man, they beat us by like 30 points, 40 points.
Play together.
Playing together. And I don't even think they was that talented enough. They just played together.
Right. I mean, no excuse. The brother was injured though, but
yeah, Keith didn't play.
Keith Jackson was for the record. Keith Jackson pulled the hamstring. What was it, your first day down?
The day before the game.
For real.
Day before the game.
He was out there for a while though.
Full strength, but that first group of 2019, you guys practiced with Central Espanol, and then you guys went down to Chile to play in a tournament down there that you guys wound up winning. Championship. You guys won the championship. So you guys actually, as they say, you guys were able to put the cart before the horse, because you had a chance to see what it feels like to win a championship in your first time down there. That's not normal. Some guys, like myself, you have to wait, and man, you have to be lucky to win a championship your first 5 years. You're lucky to win a championship anytime, but in your first trip down, like I think you guys have been down there for like a week. Keith Jackson, talk to us and explain to Kieston Stanfield what it's like, because contrary to popular belief, you actually came to Richmond, and you and I talked about it. So I'm sure you didn't expect it to happen this soon. I'm sure you expected it to happen, but a couple things that we would talk about at our Panera Bread meetings, I think are actually coming to fruition for you now. Talk about your experience a little bit and what advice you would give to a rookie like a Kieston Stansfield.
What do I? Best advice when you get hit with a little bit of turmoil, whether it be an injury or maybe your shot's not falling in practice, your body's hurting, all of that stuff, all that negative stuff. Play through it. Go through it. Make a phone call. Go take some time to yourself. Do whatever you got to do to get your mind back ready to get prepared for the next day. Because I mean, there are guys that are here, and there are guys that have come here where I played, and maybe they had two days that were bad, 3 days that were bad in a row, 4 days that were bad in a row, and that added up. And then there's somebody to replace you that fifth day. There's no room for being down on yourself or any of that. So you have to be able to recover quickly. It's a mental game. It's more mental than it is physical.
What's the percentages? I'm sure you've heard an old guy, Keith, with a long gray beard, talk about the percentages in basketball dealing with the mental and physical. Explain that a little bit to us.
Our percentage is a little different. He said that it's 80% mental, 20% physical. I think it's 90% mental, 10% physical. Because you should be in shape. If you come to play pro, you should be in shape. Period. So.
Right. Hey, it's 80-20 before you get down there. Once you get down there, Keith Jackson, it jacks up like you said. It goes to 90-10 now. Kassim Green, talk a little bit, brother, about what you had to do to mentally prepare yourself to participate in Argentina, especially the second time, because you've been down there, you won championships, and then you went back. So talk to us a little bit, talk to Kieston a little bit about your mental approach.
My mental approach is I'm always focused. Like when I play, my mind be already. I'm trying to win, so I'm not going out there. I'm doing whatever it takes for me to help the team out. You know what I'm saying? So I go out there. I ain't trying to do nothing extra. Just play my game and help the team. Go to practice, don't go down there, don't get into the trouble, don't go out, don't try to party, none of that. I don't need to do that here, so why would I go out there and do that?
Right. Okay.
Right.
Was how many games do y'all play a week? Like how many games do you think y'all play a week?
Keith, what do you guys play, like once a week?
Yeah, once a week.
Right. Mike Henry, who's playing in the in La Liga, they play twice a week.
La Liga plays twice.
Yeah, they play twice. They're actually going to be picking up that pace because the playoffs are about to start now. So it's one of those things.
It's like they don't even play like that.
Huh? Yeah.
Since they never play.
It seems like they never play, right? Well, they're going to pick up their pace because you have a 5-game series where you have to win 5. And those 5 games are played in 7 days, bro. So it's one of those things where I think Mike Henry will be ready because he's been in practice. He's been practicing with the team, all of that good stuff. You guys were well prepared. One thing I can say about you guys' group, Keith and Kassim, you guys were well prepared. You guys prepared yourself. I think we talked a lot about what to do. You guys did it. I couldn't have asked for a better group. And so it was one of those things where you guys were self-motivated, right? And so like I try to tell all of our groups, I try to tell Kieston the same thing. All of our guys that we're not competing. Kieston Stanfield is not competing against any other guard or forward on our team. He's competing against himself. And every day that he takes the court, he has to do better than he did yesterday. So it's not one of those things where I'm competing against another guard or forward for a job. No, I'm competing against myself. And like Keith Jackson said, 5 bad games can get you sent home. So you're not competing against the other guys on your team. Yes, you are competing against the other team, but I would like to think, especially the way that I played basketball and the way I saw basketball from a mental aspect, was that nobody was on my level. So it was impossible for me to compete against someone else when no one else was on my level. Therefore, the only person for me to compete against is myself. And for me to dominate more today than I dominated yesterday. And it's pretty simple. I can't explain that. I couldn't make it. I don't sugarcoat stuff. I just try to tell the way that I see and saw basketball is I dominate. I wanted to dominate. So I need my guys to go down there and dominate. And with domination comes jobs, right? Kassim Green went down there and dominated. His job will be started in May. Keith Jackson went down there and dominated. He's on his job now. Mike Henry went down there and dominated. He's on his job playing for his team now. Mario Butler went down there and dominated. He's currently playing with Keith in Sportivo America. So the good thing is that you guys are pioneers this year for the groups that are coming behind you, because you guys are showing, Kassim Green, Keith Jackson, that with hard work, I can do this. That hard work pays off. So it's kind of, you guys are making me look real good too, because I can only preach hard work, but you guys are showing what happens when you put the work in, you put the time in, and you focus, and you're maintaining your focus. So yes, Coach Bell could say, hey man, maintain focus, do this, do that, be ready. But you guys are actually showing what happens when you do the things that I ask. So I can't say thank you enough to you guys, Kassim and Keith, for just maintaining focus, being good guys, team players. I know those flights down there, Kassim, you've been on there twice. Keith, you're still down there. Keith Jackson has been down there since January. On what day did you get down there, Keith? January 4th?
6th. January 6th.
January 6th.
January 4th. January 4th.
Right. So you've been in January, February, and Kassim got down in the 8th. So you both have been down there quite a bit of time. And so Argentina isn't for everyone. All of my players don't like Argentina. I think you guys have been in your group. There were 1 or 2 guys that did not like Argentina, just didn't like it. It's not for everyone. Pro basketball isn't for everyone, but those guys that are able to adapt and able to maintain focus,
put in that work.
Put in that work. As Kassim Green always says, you got to put in your work. You got to put in your work, man. And I'm looking for guys. These guys are trying to make a career out of this. I played pro basketball until I was 40, until my body gave out on me. So some guys just want to go down and take pictures and videos for social media, for Instagram, Facebook, to show all their friends, hey, I went down here and did this. No.
It's a business.
Right. That's not the objective. The objective is not to take pictures and to show that I went down there and came back home. The objective is to play 12, 13 years, right? And you want to make this your career. You don't want to just do this for the gram or for Facebook or to show my friends. Or some of us know that some young men just want to go down there and take enough pictures so that when they go to the club, they can pull out their phone and show some girls that, hey, I actually played in Argentina for a week. No, that's not the hustle. The hustle is to play until you're 40, to play until your body says you can't play anymore. So that takes dedication. That takes a sense of maintaining focus. That takes hard work, but that takes believing in yourself. So Kieston Stanfield, I hope you understand this is priceless knowledge that you're having a chance to talk to these two young men that one is down there, one just got back and will be going back in 2 weeks. So I'm really hoping that you're trusting the knowledge that's coming from your TMBT brothers and understanding that we're family, we're a brotherhood, and it's my job to put you guys in communication with past members that have been down there and done well. That's very important. This is going to be part one of our interview with Kieston Stanfield going down to Argentina tomorrow on April 16th. We'll be doing part two of his interview from Argentina later on this week. But in closing, guys, Kassim, Keith Jackson, any closing words that we have for Kieston to get him on the plane tomorrow to kind of ease his mind, because I'm sure his mind is racing. He's never been to Argentina and doesn't know what to expect. Any closing words for Kieston for tomorrow's flight?
Just hoping that safe travels.
Take a couple of Spanish with you. Learn a word or two while you up there in the air.
Because once you get over there, you're going to be like, what's going on?
Yeah, everything's moving fast. Kieston, did you understand what those guys were saying?
I clearly understand, man. It was a pleasure to talk to these guys, man, and get the knowledge that they gave me today. So I clearly understand.
Good, man.
And I'm ready.
Good, man. Kieston, we're sending you a lot of positive energy tomorrow in your flight.
Thank you.
Wishing you safe travels. Stay hydrated during your flight.
I about to say, I know something else to say.
Yeah.
And if you down there, if you have any concerns, he always answers the phone and everything. And if you're on the phone, if you're going to do something, he'll be on the phone with you the whole ride.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate it, Kassim. I've been down. I've been to foreign countries, man, and I didn't have anyone on the phone with me when I first went to Argentina. My agent, he didn't stay on the phone with me. So I try to be the type of consultant where who knows any better how a pro basketball player feels than I do. I had to live it. I was you guys' age once, so I try to do everything that I think that I would have wanted my consultant to do for me. So I know some of you guys probably get tired of talking to me. I'm on the phone with you all through the airport. But it's just my way of making sure that my guys get to where we got to get to. We got a lot of stuff on the line. We got a lot of work to do and a lot of people to impress. So just really proud of you guys, Kieston. Really proud of you for hanging in there, putting up with all of our TMBT process and all that stuff. Keith and Kassim, really proud of you guys for making me look good, man. Doing everything that you're supposed to do, that we ask of you, and just having fun playing a game of basketball. One thing I can say about Kassim Green and Keith Jackson is that you guys embrace the moment. You guys embrace the country. And therefore, in turn, the country embraced you. You guys really enjoyed it. And so for me, it's very important that my guys enjoy the ride, enjoy the process. Because one day you'll get to be 48 years old, and most of my daily thoughts, stuff that I think about on a daily basis, consists of my kids and my family. But someday throughout the day, I always seem to reflect back, whether I'm talking to one of you guys or not. I always seem to reflect back on my playing time, because it was one of the greatest times of my life. Other than having my kids and starting my family, playing pro basketball should be one of the greatest times in your life. So you guys are young, man. I want you guys to enjoy it. Kieston, take lots of video and lots of pictures so that you can send them back to us. We'll get them up on the website. But we want to follow your journey all the way through the airport in Alabama to when you get to Buenos Aires and your shuttle going to the Aeroparque. We want to document your entire trip the same way these guys did. So No worries, brother. I'll be on the phone with you all day tomorrow. You and I will have a long day tomorrow, but it'll be worth it. Excuse me. Got to make sure we stay hydrated. All of that good stuff. Your flight will probably be 12, maybe 10 hours down. So you have to make sure that you stay hydrated. Take all your reading material, like Keith Jackson says. Make sure you do some studying, some Spanish studying on that plane. Utilize that time wisely.
I'm actually gonna do something tonight, man.
Good. Good, man. Keith Jackson, any parting words for our TMBT brother Kieston Stanfield going down to Argentina tomorrow?
Hey, get you some rest too, while you can. I already told you, brush up on your Spanish and whatnot. Just remember to have fun too. Remember to have fun. That's it. That's all I got.
I got you.
I'll hit you up when you get down here. I'll check on you.
All right, appreciate it, bro. I'll be looking
checking
for
in
you.
on you. Mario will be checking in on you. Mike Henry also. All of us will be checking in on you tomorrow. Once you get down and get set up, and just make sure you take extra shoes, extra everything, because you never know what you're going to need. But when you're traveling internationally, you can never have too much stuff because, especially for a guy like me, I wear size 19 shoe. So it's impossible for me to find a size 19 in Argentina. So everything that you're going to need, I'm going to need you to take it with you. From underwear to contact lenses, from A to Z.
All right.
But just embrace the moment, man, knowing that we're here for you. Me as the CEO and these guys as your TMBT brothers, we're here for you, here with you. And I just want you to do your best, man. Don't worry about representing me or representing your TMBT brothers. I'm sure that by you representing yourself and your family to the fullest, you will more than take care of the representation for us and what we expect. So we'll be signing off to Kassim Green, Keith Jackson, Kieston Stanfield.
I got one more thing.
Yep.
Go ahead and tell you put you on some chicken when you get here.
And we got all the chicken. Explain to him about our chicken down there, Keith. Explain to him.
Get the chicken over by Coach Bodie's club. It's my no
the chicken bump, hey, the chicken fry.
Man, what?
Hey, look, hey, I love chicken now, man. I love chicken. So as long as we got some chicken and I got my PS4, we're gonna be all right.
Hey,
Man, I'll take some with me. I'll take some with me to the room.
Man. Big man. I'm glad that I'm a chicken fan as well. And so one of the first things that I try to tell my guys is the MO to survival. And so Keith and Kassim, that whole group, I ate chicken every day. So Kieston, you just have to find out what it is you like. Of course, the culture and the food and the language is going to be totally different from here in the U.S. So you just got to find your routine. Find out the food that you like and stick with it. I recommend just sticking with your food that you like because you're going to have practices twice a day. You're going to have to eat something that you like and get that energy into your body. So you don't want to go with something that looks good, but you never had it before. I would rather you go with something that you like, that you know from the States that you're going to like and enjoy. And it being healthy. And then, hey, it's kind of like Spanish. You don't have to know what everything means. You just need to know the words that are in your vocabulary.
Right.
Your Spanish vocabulary or the same thing you do in English. You just have to stay in your lane. Have to stay in your lane, whether it be food, language, friends that you meet, females that you meet, whatever it is, you just got to find your lane and stay in it. That would be the biggest piece of advice. So I'll be talking to you tomorrow. Kieston, we'll have a full day on the phone. Keith and Kassim. Keith, you guys have a game coming up. When is it? Next week? Next Monday?
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. We'll be back on the podcast. We have some more stuff that we have vlogs coming from Kassim Green, Keith Jackson. Kieston, we'll also have you do your TMBT blog while you're down there. So we'll have a couple more things for you to do, but I'm just looking forward to you having a good time down there. Like you said, Keith Jackson is in the country. Mario Butler is in the country. Mike Henry's in the country. So anything you need, you have TMBT brothers that are close by, right? So really proud of you guys, man. Each one of you guys, really proud of you. Keep on doing what you're doing. Each one of you has reached the level that you are at now because of hard work. So I don't think there's any reason to slack off on working hard now. If anything, I actually think it's time to pick up the pace. So really proud of you guys. I really appreciate everything that you do for the company, man. And just keep being yourselves. Keep being good guys, good young men, great African-American role models for our youth. And the rest will take care of itself. The rest will pay off, man. Anything else you guys got before we let Kieston go? Anything else you guys want to leave him with, or anything else you guys want to talk about before we close out for the night?
That's all I got, man.
Okay.
That's all I got, man. Best of luck. Safe travel.
Appreciate it, bro. Hey, man, I'm looking forward to meet you guys, man. Get down there, man. We can get this work in together.
Yes, sir, man. Well, we'll be closing out tonight for our TMBT Media Las Vegas podcast. We'll be saying goodbye to Kassim Green, Keith Jackson, Kieston Stanfield, who will be traveling to Argentina tomorrow. For all of our fans out there, look forward to part 2 of this interview coming up this weekend, as well as some blogs and some vlogs coming from our group of TMBTPROS. So for all of us here at TMBT Media, we'll be signing out now. Thanks to everyone around the world for listening to us, supporting us, sending our guys energy, positive energy, and we'll be talking to you guys soon.
Hello.
Okay, let's see. Hold on.